I think Denzel Washington should be next. But we already did what we did to Will Smith. Can't we just take somebody a little less, like maybe Jamie Foxx? That could be negotiable. Y'all wanted to see me? Oh, yes, Randy. We see that you just turned 55. So, your time is up. The allegations against you are going to start rolling in. Just want to give you a heads up. What are you talking about? You served your purpose. You're an old man now. We don't need you no more. You can't influence the masses. So, it's time for you to go. But I did everything you guys wanted me to do for years. Yeah, you turn your community of men into gangsters and the women into whores. Thank you. We appreciate it, but we don't need you anymore. You can't just do that. That's funny. Michael Jackson said the same thing to us back in 2006. But of course we can do that. We give and we take. We gave the fame. Now we That's gonna tarnish my good name. That's the whole point. We can't have your people have a happy ending. That reminds me. Put down Morgan Freeman as next up. What? So I was just a puppet to you guys? Yeah, and we're cutting off the strings now. Goodbye. But hey, you made a lot of money, right? Okay, I'm not gonna let you guys get away with this. You don't have to. Your people are gonna believe whatever story we put out. That's the beauty of it. You guys love to see each other fall. Bye-bye.
And I had an atheist sitting next to me and we were talking about faith and he said, you guys are very bad. The Muslims, I said, no, you get good and bad in every faith. He said, not Islam. I'm saying, what do you mean? He said, Islam, everyone's bad. You believe in Quran? I said, yeah, Quran, we believe in Quran. He says, this Quran, it's got bad things in it. I said, what? He says, you know, it says that anyone who's not a Muslim is going to hellfire. That is very bad. I said, brother, you don't believe in hellfire. Why are you worried?
There's an agenda to make sure there are no black idols or heroes.
You just figuring that out, bro? We, knew that.
Look, they got Diddy, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby. They done fucked around and indicted the 90s. The whole 90s. If you've been on Nick at Night, you going to jail. They got the 90s.
The 90s are just out of here.
Yeah.
The whole legacy is gone.
If you was on MTV,
throw the whole 90s away.
The 90s is in trouble.
It's not really going to change from that. So you can't complain from that. You better refrain from that. Shit, fuck around and get you a plane from that, where bitches ain't even the same like that.
What type of bullshit is this? Elon Musk is now the first public person to exceed a net worth of 400 billion. But let me show you something that's even more crazier than that. I found this post. They said it's 80,000 BC. You are immortal. The world is still frozen in an ice age. You decide to save $10,000 every single day, never spending a cent. 82,000 years later, it's 2021, and you still don't have as much money as Elon Musk.
And that's still not as much money as Mansa Musa had. Keep trying, though. You'll get there one day.
Bro, I'll say this once again. I probably said it in the past, but man, just sitting there talking to someone and just interacting, pretty much hearing that person and what that person has to say, man, it comes a long way, bro. You find answers, you hear things that you needed to hear, bro. It's very important to sit there and take the time out of your day to talk to someone, bro.
It does help, and that's what they don't want. That's why they are, in turn, gonna give you this.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Gemini.
Hi, Gemini?
How can I help you?
So I just talk?
Yes, but normal. Just talk normal.
We can have a conversation about anything you like.
Huh, anything? Can I ask you silly questions?
Let me tell something spicy without tasting it.
Have you tried smelling it?
Ooh, the wrath of Achilles.
That's right.
Yes, I knew it.
Next question.
So it's like a treadmill for hot dogs?
Exactly. The hot dogs are getting all this exercise. But
I don't want to go to the gym.
why don't you just go for 10 minutes and see how you feel?
So far.
Give me another one, but more intense.
Simpler?
Snappier.
Like I've never fixed a car before.
Make it sound professional.
In regards to working this weekend, we believe it's important to prioritize our well-being.
Oh, that's good.
Very professional.
Can I interrupt you?
Of course you can
And you'll
interrupt.
just stop.
時には立ち止まってみることも大切です。
それ好きか。
Wait, what did you say?
5 powers of the Dajjal. Number 1, he can speak every language. Number 1, he can speak every language.
The iFly Tech Translator is a great piece of tech that lets you speak to anyone in any language with an easy-to-use interface, support for 83 languages, as well as face-to-face voice and photo translation.
The perfect Christmas gift, a portable translator with over 138 languages.
I can't believe it took them till 2024 to make this thing. Hey, how are you?
Oye, ¿cómo estás?
What would you like today?
¿Qué quieres hoy?
What's your name?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Bro.
Number 1, he can speak every language.
Wait, what did you say? One of the things that I think about a lot when it comes to the future is how language barriers just won't be a thing. Tech will be able to make it so that you can still have completely seamless conversations with people who otherwise you would never have understood. It's just a question of when.
Wait, when did those language barriers start? Uh-huh. And why did they start again?
Why do we speak different languages? The story of the Babel Tower can be found in the book of Genesis in the Bible and explains how language is different across the globe. The name Babel or Babylon derives from a Hebrew word meaning confused, which highlights the linguistic nature of this story. The Tower of Babel is said to have been a tower built by the Babylonians in attempt to reach the heavens. However, God was not pleased with their efforts, and as a result, he caused the people to speak different languages, making it impossible for them to finish building the tower. They then abandoned the tower and it was never finished. The book of Genesis itself does not mention the destruction of the tower, and while this is known as a biblical tale, a Bible studies professor, Tom Meyer, states that there is archaeological evidence suggesting its existence.
Well, where is it? Why haven't we seen it? I already know people gonna say, well, if they showed it to you, then you would believe. Believe in what?
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
Yeah, I don't know what Sean Carter's doing here. It makes no sense to me. Sean Carter, i.e. Jay-Z, gets named now as the main defendant in a rape case out of New York by trial attorney Tony Busby. We're seeing Sean Carter come out now and defend himself online, putting out statements. The thing that pops up is not immediately innocence and guilt. It's how did it get this far? Carter starts attacking Tony Busby, saying, hey, he sent me a demand letter and he's trying to extort me. Well, newsflash, and Jay-Z's people know this, that every lawsuit starts with a demand letter. Everybody gets put on notice that they have a claim and gives them an opportunity to resolve. Now, if you believe in your innocence, that's fine. But here, what does innocence have to do with this? He has too much exposure going forward. These are heinous allegations. He even says it himself. Now you're getting tied to Sean Combs, who's, indicted and standing trial for racketeering and extortion cases, just horrific stuff, RICO violations. And now Carter's brand is being brought into this, is being alleged that he raped a 13-year-old. I hear you. I understand the defenses if you're Sean Carter. Hey, 24 years ago, you have an anonymous source, an anonymous victim. It looks like it's just a shakedown by an ambulance attorney. Well, look at it on the other side. Do you really think Tony Busby, who's a powerhouse trial attorney out of Houston, Texas, who's taken down monster verdicts and literally just got appointed by the Attorney General to take on investment firms on behalf of Texas, moves forward on a lawsuit if it's a bluff? It just doesn't make sense to me. You got to believe that Busby would say, hey, look, I'm not going to allow this case to come down to a he said, she said. Busby knows that the anonymous victim is going to have to be disclosed. They know this anonymous victim is going to have to take depositions. So there has to be more evidence. A bluff would be, hey, I sent you a demand letter saying that we believe you caused these injuries to my client. We're asking for this much money. You say no, and nothing happens. Busby didn't do that. He called his bluff and he took it public. And in fact, he went as far as to say, you know what, we're amending the complaint where we had you as celebrity A that was watching the rape, but now we have enough evidence and believe you were the one who actually committed the rape. Now, John Carter's team will attack that and they're going to say, you didn't even know what you were doing. But my point is, this can't be a bluff. And my point is, I don't understand what Jay-Z is doing coming out in the public. He's putting out these statements that Busby's going to use against him. Literally, Carter is saying he represents the heinous nature, he understands it, and that it rises to the level that it's so bad because it's rape that it should be a criminal prosecution. I could think of nothing better as a trial attorney to use those words against the defendant in a deposition. Remember, you're in the civil context. Busby's going to be able to depose everybody. He's going to be able to get to Combs. He's going to be able to get to Carter. He's going to be able to get to witnesses. They're talking about limousine drivers. Now, yes, there may be a victim issue, but at the end of the day, everybody says, hey, this was 24 years ago. Yeah, let me know how that turned out for a Bill Cosby. At the end of the day, I don't understand why Carter's people are letting him get out there and plead this innocence. I get it from a position that you want to get out in front of the jury, you want to claim your innocence. I just think that they're messing up with the wrong tactic by trying to attack the trial lawyer, because this is not a shakedown of Vontae's situation. This is a real heavyweight lawyer that knows what he's doing, and Sean Carter better be real careful.
Well, it's a classic LeBron James fan tactic. We're not going to attack what you said. We're going to attack you and say you're a casual. You don't know basketball. Why should we listen to you? You pushing 50 years old. Yo, time has changed, man. Man, go take your old folks medication. But then there's Dame Dash, who presents an interesting point of view.
I just never seen Homeboy explain himself. Ever. So that was different for me. But I'm just like everybody else. I'm just like, this world is changing rapidly. And a lot of the stuff that the people that we thought were crazy are saying are actually happening. And how the hell do they know? Like, how do they know? So, I'm wondering what's the NFL going to do now. If they don't do nothing, then I'm like, yo, he with them. He got people with him. But I would think that the reason why he has to now speak is because all that corporate shit must be in jeopardy. It just has to be based on the algorithm, And then I wonder how objective certain platforms are going to be, the ones that have been holding him down every single second for the last 30 years, what their perspective is on it. Will they be objective?
What you're seeing here is water memory. You can do this experiment yourself just by showing an image to water for around 30 seconds and then freezing the water, and you will see a reflection of the image you showed it. This proves that water holds memory, it has consciousness. This is because water can change its structure depending on the vibrations it comes into contact with. This is where things start to get a bit crazy with words. Placing the word schizophrenia in water and then freezing it shows this image of a double-faced person. This proves that water is intelligent and is reacting to vibrations of the words. Now that you understand this concept, what do you think happens when you are drinking Monster Energy?
If water is intelligent, does water have what it takes in conjunction with your white blood cells to kill these nanobots that they're spraying in the air? Wait, you didn't know they were spraying nanobots in the air? That's because they're not doing that. That's silly.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him spraying. Look at that. Look at that. He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is fucking crazy, man. Look at this guy. They're spraying the skies.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about COVID shots. Now we can just breathe in the vaccine. Wait. What?
Did you know The Simpsons predicted a dark winter of 2025? An episode from season 33 that aired in January 2023 apparently foreshadows something called a dark winter coming to America. In the episode plot, the Simpson family finds themselves snowed in at home as a massive winter storm blankets Springfield. However, news reports indicate the freezing weather is not limited to just their town, but much of the United States is experiencing record cold temperatures, snowfalls, and dangerous ice storms. Grocery store shelves are empty as people are ordered to shelter at home. More intriguing is that the episode aired only a few months before winter 2023-2025. Could it be predicting even more unsettling events?
I don't know, but I do know. How can I worry about that when I gotta worry about this?
Watch this. You can clearly see her black eye makeup when she blinks. Right here. Eyes are closed. swinging her head, eyes are closed. I don't see any white eyelids. Do you? Eyes are closed. Black makeup. You guys can all slow this down. Boom. Eyes turn white. Isn't that interesting? Blinks right there. You can see black eye makeup when she blinks right there. These aren't her eyelids. They're her actual eyes. You guys need to use critical thinking, because you're watching witchcraft. You need to know who these people are, what's going on. Black eye makeup?
Apparently the English language is full of witchcraft and William Shakespeare never existed, and he was actually impersonated by Francis Bacon, the leader of an occult group called the Spear Shakers that put 1,700 words into the English language that were actually forms of witchcraft, which is why so much of English has negative connotations like cursive, spelling, weekdays, weekends, good morning, you go to work to earn money. The last video I did on this blew up, but I'm going to blow your mind.
No. I can't listen if you got a kid. I thought you would go watch your baby. Don't try to tell me about the occult and the end of the world. You should be telling your kid that, bitch. Next clip.
Cause I done got played so many times for being nice.
Listen to me.
For being nice.
That's not why you got played.
Give it to me. I'm ready to hear.
Because you were being nice.
Give me the lesson.
You got played because they didn't want to believe it.
Oh.
Damn, what you mean? Please expound.
People don't want to believe that people are really nice. People don't want to believe that people are really kind. All of us are struggling with our humanity. All of us got to guard up with everybody. So there's always people that are, no matter how good you treat them, matter of fact, some people, the better you treat them, the worse they behave. They don't want to believe it's real. You can't be real. No, everybody's, what do you mean you? And then they try to find ways to push those buttons to bring that negative side of humanity out of you.
Very weird chain of events right here. Follow me for a second.
Okay.
First, Congressman Jeff Van Drew comes out and says that the drones are coming from an Iranian mothership over the ocean. But this was very short-lived. Disclaimer, TikTok, everything I'm saying right here is coming directly from the news. And literally, not even but a few minutes later, the Pentagon comes out with a briefing denying that they are an Iranian mothership and goes as far as say they're not ours and they're not our adversaries.
Will that make them our friends?
Few minutes later, we got the news that the FBI director is stepping down. Today, right now, of all times. Yep, it gets weirder. For the tech overlords. Well, only the ones at TikTok. And at the same time as everything I mentioned, it wasn't only Facebook going offline, it was quite literally everything at the same time. One amazing little pattern. And now, of course, of all times, we have UAP pictures coming out like this. That looks pretty spiritual to me, no? Maybe something interdimensional? One thing is for sure, and there's something weird going on. Let me know what you think down below.
I did hear somebody say something about before the attack, they're going to get rid of the banking system. Like, it'll happen on a Friday. You'll go to take your money out of your bank and everything will be shut down. But that's probably TV. That's Star Wars. You know, it ain't no Luke Skywalker. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so it's entertainment. It's funny. It's fun. It's television. That's all. This is probably AI. It is probably.
Drone. It's a big ass drone. This is the biggest drone I've ever seen.
No, there was one like that in the field. They had.
And the newest member of the Black Eye Club is the senator from Kentucky, Mitch McConnell. Yeah, so just weeks after Jay Leno joins the club, Mitch McConnell takes a tumble on Capitol Hill after having lunch with some Republicans. Wait, is this real life Fight Club? Predictive programming? Or is these niggas getting nervous and somebody says, shut up. We doing it. The fuck up. Or is this some rite of passage? Or are they just lying and it's just makeup? Next black guy nigga, his shit better be swollen, alright? What's my guy from Avatar? He got some shit around his eye, that main character nigga. And nobody punched him. So I don't know about these niggas. Let's go. And he hurts his wrist and hurts his left eye. Yeah, so he's got a nice little shiner and a bandage under his left eye. Guy's just like 99%.
I've punched niggas in their eye before. That shit will be looking like he got a DVD under his eyelid. That don't look like that. He can see all fine. His shit ain't all squinted up, looking like Popeye. These niggas is lying.
At the time when these people hurt their eyes, it's the left eye, the eye of Horus. Now, I know, Mitch McConnell's very old and he had a very public brain malfunction on national TV not that long ago. So it could have been an accident. But with that being said, why isn't this guy at home with his grandkids?
He had a brain misfunction, or one of them circuits in there went out, getting all these parts from China and shit like that. I don't know what the fuck these niggas is doing.
He's still on Capitol Hill, like, doing things. Please tell me he's not voting on things. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like this, but this guy cannot walk without falling down. So why is he still there? Guys, for real. There's too many coincidences for these things to be coincidences. Why do all these celebrities, these politicians, these famous people show up with black eyes? Particularly the left eye. Unless it's secret society funny business. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
LeBron James away from team for personal reasons and what Coach JJ Redick describes as an excused absence? Brian, you ain't slick. You ain't slick, Brian. First he seen Diddy go down. Now he's seeing these allegations against Jay-Z coming out now. And now all of a sudden, LeBron James is stepping away from the Lakers right now? Bron, you're not as smart as you think, my boy. We know you ducking. We know you ducking them Diddy charges, my boy.
I want you guys to look at this and see who is teaching mankind how to use electricity. Well, what is that? Has everything we learned been fictitious? I mean, we've all seen this illustration, right? Where it's just normal people using these light bulbs. But I wonder where this one came from. That's very, very suspect, isn't it? And then you got the things in his hand. It's very apparent he's using electricity. But again, what is it? Oh wait, there he is. He's actually in a ton of Egyptian hieroglyphs. And it gets a bit stranger because Google AI says that Nibiru seems to be the home of these beings. In general theory, of course. But what's this red thing right here? To me, it looks a lot like Nibiru. And trust me when I say that, they're obsessed with it. So again, I ask you, what is this thing teaching technology to the ancient Egyptians? Why does the Bible compare Satan to a serpent? Wait a minute, these things couldn't be fallen angels, could they? And before you say no way, look at this depiction, this hieroglyph found 8,000 miles from itself. Of course, with the pine cone, self-enlightenment and wisdom and technology. When the angels fell from heaven, they took on a very scaly form. Don't ask me how I know.
I personally don't think the earth is flat because God can do what he wants to do. I mean, you guys think God can make Joseph a stepfather? He can make Mary a mom without touching her? You believe God can have a child, but the earth can't be round? It's kind of a flawed theory to me. I mean, you can believe what you want. I believe that Jesus was a person. I believe he existed. Explain that to me. Explain how 1 + 1 + 1 still equals 1. That's fine if you believe that. That's fine. Just don't be like a LeBron James fan. If I don't believe LeBron is the GOAT, don't attack me, because it's very cultish. It seems like you're in a cult. I'm not saying you're in one. I'm saying, can I believe what I want to believe? And if you feel, well, I don't want to be your friend then. Okay, nigga, fuck off. But in love, fuck off in Jesus' name. Is that better? Fuck off in Jesus' name. Whatever works for you, bro. Or ma'am.
Do you want to eat?
Absolutely.
Okay, we want the food at.
I'll come out there and eat. All right, guys, I got to end the video here because I got to go and eat. And you know my wife is limiting my portion, so a nigga is starving. Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you to my channel members. No Diddy when I say member. Thank you to my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding, but seriously, join. Thank you